What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I got some coffee. Not gonna tell you where it's from. Definitely not from Starbucks. Nope. So today I'm gonna be talking about different personality traits. So we all know the most common personality traits, which is an introvert and extrovert. And the most recent personality trait to be discovered is ambivert. So we thought, because while I was doing my research on different personality traits, I came across this new personality trait that's recently been discovered, which is called an omnivert. Not a lot of people know what an omnivert is, and if you do, some people might be thinking, well, what's the difference between an ambivert and an omnivert? Well, I'm here to give you the answer that you need, my child. That sounded way wrong. So I'm going to give you a brief explanation of both traits, the new personality traits, both of them, both explanations of what an ambivert is and omnivert. And I apologize if I'm trying to say ambivert and it sounds like omnivert, because all these personality traits, I can't even keep up with it. Like, I really can't keep up with any of these personality traits. Like, I don't even know how to pronunciate. So I apologize for that. So an ambivert is a person, and I have notes, by the way, if that's why I'm looking down. So an ambivert is someone who has introvert and extrovert traits. They can be extroverts depending on the situation and their moods. But like an introvert, they need time to recharge. And if you don't know how introverts recharge is basically they like to spend time alone, away from society, taking a time to breathe and taking a time to recharge and, gain back their energy that they lost while they were outside in society or just talking to people. So an omnivert is the fourth personality trait recently discovered.
Are we going to have another personality trait that's going to be discovered? We don't know.
It's someone who can go from introvert to extrovert whenever they want or need to. It all depends on the situation. They know how to read a room. This trait is called a universal trait because they can blend in with any type of situation. If they are surrounded with a group of people and that day they perhaps feel more introverted, they want to keep more to themselves, but if they need to socialize with that group of people because of work, best believe they will switch up the game real quick and they'll turn into extroverts and socialize. And since they are so good reading the room, they will say the perfect things that needs to be said. Does that make sense? Like, they will know how to communicate because they can read the room. So as I'm doing my research, I'm thinking like, well, what personality type am I? Am I an ambivert? Am I an omnivert? And for the longest time, I've been labeling myself as an introvert, but this was because the only personality traits that we ever known was introvert and extrovert. So when ambivert came around and omnivert came around, I'm just like, well, which one am I? In a way, they kind of sound similar, but in another way, they don't. Like, it's completely different. So as I deliberated with my egos and have done my research, well, I actually came to a conclusion that I am, drumroll please, I am an ambivert. I realized as I was doing my research that I related way more with the signs of an ambivert. So here are some of the signs that I was able to relate to that made me realize that I am an ambivert. So number one is love socializing, but it depends on the situation. And let me break it down to you. I need to get off the internet. Here are some of the situations that I find most comfortable socializing in. Familiar faces. If I'm around familiar faces, for an example, if I'm around a group of close friends or coworkers that I feel the most comfortable in talking to, best believe, I'm gonna be chatting for hours, and my energy will not drain. I love to establish these bonds with the people that are familiar to me, like or closer to me. I love to establish close bonds with them. I would rather have 3 close friends than a group of people that I just randomly socialize with. Making bonds with these people really helps me express myself more freely, and best believe I'm gonna be chatting too. I will not be engaging with people the way I engage with my close friends. So if it's an acquaintance, or perhaps someone I really don't find, comfortable around, or just somebody that I don't like, period, I'm not going to be as talkative as I am with another person. Also, another way that you know that you're an ambivert is when you tell your friends, oh, you are very shy in person, you're not that talkative, and they snap back with, oh no, what?
That's a whole lie. You talk with me a lot. You're very talkative.
So another situation I find comfortable socializing in is mutual friends. Meeting new people through a close friend. For me, I find it more easily to be vulnerable with this new person if I know that this person is friends with one of my close friends or a person that I trust. I find it more like freeing to express myself because it takes off this pressure of, oh, I need to impress. Another situation is meeting people one-on-one. I already mentioned, like, I go on Bumble to meet new friends. So when I'm meeting that person that I match on Bumble with, and we're meeting face-to-face, or even a date, I am more comfortable talking to that person one-on-one. If they were to bring a bunch of their friends into our plans that we made, I'm gonna feel some type of way. But I get sometimes people are more comfortable bringing a friend along because, of like, just to be safe, I guess. In my mind, I feel like it's just too much pressure because it's like, not only do I have to like engage with you, but now I have to engage with that person that I don't even know as well. And sometimes I don't like the spotlight unless I'm with, like I said, my close friends. I will chat for days and I don't mind taking the spotlight. So for an example, this is like a situation that I found myself in recently and a couple of times. Yo, dude, you mad chill. Do you mind if I bring some of my friends to hang out with us?
What the heck do I say now? I can't be rude and say no. What's a good excuse to make? I can't just say I have to ask my mom. I'm 23 years old. Do I just be honest with them? They might think I'm a weirdo. Or perhaps they might think I don't like them as a person. Shit. What should I say?
Oh my god, I would love to. But my mom told me to come home early because there's a family dinner and how moms could be. They could be traditional, so I have to be there. Oh. Okay, so another sign of an omnivert that I was able to relate to is my energy battery lasting longer than an introvert. And I'm not saying, oh my god, I'm not saying that an ambivert is better than an introvert. No, I'm not saying that an introvert has bad qualities. I'm not trying to say that because, quite frankly, every sign that I just mentioned in this video, all of them got good qualities, to be honest, and no one's better than the other. So I find my battery lasting longer when I'm with, like I previously said, when I'm around a group of like close friends. So the first situation where my battery will drain immediately is, for an example, while I was working at my retail job, I remember that I was surrounded with a bunch of coworkers. Like, I think it was like around 6 or 10. Even 4 coworkers is a lot for me, but I was like surrounded by like a group of coworkers, and even managers were involved. And there was a long line wrapping around the store. Just like so hectic. I remember thinking like, I have to deal with customers, I have to socialize and engage with customers, solve their problem, and then I have to communicate with my coworkers to get this motion going, to get the workflow going. And then they are having a complete conversation about their weekend while this hectic situation is going on in the store. And I'm just thinking to myself like, well, first of all, I'm impressed. because I wasn't able to keep up with the conversation, but I also felt left out because I also wanted to engage in the conversation, but it's just I could not take it. I couldn't take all this chaos all at once. So as I was like trying to like focus on my coworkers, focusing on the customers, and focusing on the conversation, which sounded so engaging, I just felt like my energy was literally lowering down, thinking that I might collapse at any minute or die like a battery. So in situations like that, I find myself like just slowly sinking into the back all by myself, just absorbing everyone. And this is another situation where my energy just drains. It might sound like I'm throwing shade or I sound insecure, but literally it's not me being insecure, perhaps a little bit. For example, either it's a group of coworkers or friends. Let's say you're around people that you enjoy being with, like close friends, and then out of the blue, without being told, this person that you know has immense energy, like when they walk into the room, all eyes on them, they are talkative, they're loud, they're like unapologetically themselves. They're the life of the party. Like they want to talk to every single one of you. And for me, when that happens, especially in a group of people, I feel like my energy lowers. Like I have to keep up with their energy, I have to keep up with the conversation, I have to keep up with what she said, what he said, what they said. And if there's something good to be said, I'll say it. If it's a topic that I like to talk about, I'll intervene, I'll engage. But if it's just like random BS, I will just absorb from a distance and just laugh at their jokes if they make any good ones. And just absorb from a distance. So I look a little bit like this. Yo, dude, did you catch up on that new episode on Shameless? Hell yeah, I did. You already know. Oh my god, yeah. Dude, Frank's an ass.
Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up, you guys? What's up? How's everybody doing?
Yo, what's good? Oh my god, you're working today? Yo, I didn't even see you on the schedule. Hey. Alright, so the last sign of an Omnivert that I was able to relate to was enjoying my downtime, but to a limit. And let me explain what that means. So I love to be by myself. I love to, hang out alone, watch TV, watch Netflix or whatever it is, Netflix and chill by myself. I like to do that. But if I do it for a long period of time, I find myself like I'm missing something. Like I need to socialize. And this is what I meant in the beginning where I thought I was an introvert. This is the sign that literally concluded that I was an ambivert. Because for the longest time, I thought I was an introvert. But that's because I enjoyed my free time. But when I realized I don't really enjoy that free time as much, like I wouldn't be in bed 24/7 every single day of the week, that's when I realized like I wasn't an introvert. Like when I'm a little bit too much in my bed, hanging out alone for a long time, this is how I look like. I need to go out. But yeah, if you guys related to any of those signs, chances are you are an ambivert. And if you aren't, give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. It'll mean the world to me. And I'll see you in the next... I shouldn't do that. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.